High above the bustling metropolis of modern Athens, a solitary hilltop pierces the sky. Bathed in the golden light of the setting sun, its crown of ancient ruins stands as a testament to the enduring spirit of a bygone era. This is the Acropolis, a name whispered with reverence by historians and travellers alike, a place where myth and history intertwine. Its weathered marble has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the birth of democracy, and the flowering of art and philosophy that still shape our world today. For centuries, the Acropolis has beckoned to dreamers and adventurers, its majestic silhouette an irresistible siren call. It is a journey back in time, a pilgrimage to the cradle of Western civilization. As we ascend its sacred slopes, we are following in the footsteps of philosophers, warriors, and statesmen. The very stones seem to whisper secrets of a glorious past, inviting us to unravel the mysteries held within their ancient embrace. The Acropolis, meaning a high city in Greek, has been a place of strategic importance since time immemorial. Its naturally fortified position, towering over the surrounding plains, made it an ideal location for a settlement. Long before the classical period, the Acropolis was already a site of human activity, its rocky slopes home to a Mycenaean citadel in the Bronze Age. These early inhabitants, steeped in myth and legend, left their mark on the hilltop. Their presence still echoed in the cyclopean walls that once formed the foundation of their fortress. Imagine a time when the Acropolis was not a gleaming marble spectacle, but a rough-hewn stronghold, its inhabitants ever vigilant against the threat of invasion. As centuries passed, the Acropolis witnessed the rise and fall of various rulers and empires. Through it all, the Acropolis remained a constant, a symbol of power and permanence in an ever-shifting world. Each successive civilization left its mark on the hilltop, adding layers to its rich tapestry of history. The transformation of the Acropolis, from a simple fortress into a breathtaking symbol of Athenian power and piety, was nothing short of extraordinary. It was during this period that the iconic structures we associate with the Acropolis today, the Parthenon, the Erechtheion, the Propylaea, began to take shape. These were not merely buildings but works of art, their every detail meticulously planned and executed to inspire awe and wonder. Imagine the scene: hundreds of skilled craftsmen, architects and artists toiling under the Athenian sun, their chisels ringing out as they shaped the gleaming Pentelic marble. The Acropolis became a showcase for the artistic and architectural genius of the Athenian people. It was a declaration of their cultural supremacy, a beacon to the known world, announcing the arrival of a new era. The sheer scale of the project was unprecedented, the ambition breathtaking. The Acropolis stands today as a testament to the enduring power of human creativity and ambition. The Acropolis, even before a single block of marble was carved, was a place imbued with a sense of the sacred. Its towering presence, dominating the Attic landscape, naturally drew the eyes and the imaginations of the early inhabitants of the region. It was a place where heaven and earth seemed to meet, a fitting abode for the gods. In the mists of prehistory, long before the development of writing, the Acropolis served as a site of worship. We can only imagine the rituals and offerings made by these early people, their voices echoing across the slopes as they sought the favor of the gods. While the specifics of these early beliefs remain shrouded in the mists of time, archaeological evidence hints at a long and continuous tradition of religious activity on the Acropolis. Pottery shards, votive offerings, and the remnants of primitive shrines all point to a place deeply connected to the spiritual realm. Over time, these disparate beliefs began to coalesce around the worship of a specific deity: Athena, the goddess of wisdom, warfare, and the patroness of the city that would bear her name. As the Bronze Age dawned, a new civilization rose to prominence in Greece: the Mycenaeans. These warrior kings, renowned for their prowess in battle and their sophisticated culture, established a powerful citadel on the Acropolis, transforming it into a formidable stronghold. The cyclopean walls they erected, so named for their massive size, served as a stark reminder of Mycenaean might. Life within the Mycenaean citadel was a tapestry of contrasts. While the king and his nobles enjoyed lives of luxury and power, the common people toiled to maintain the defences and provide for their rulers. The Mycenaeans left their mark on the Acropolis not only through their impressive architecture, but also through their myths and legends. It was here, according to Homer's epic poems, that the legendary hero Theseus slew the Minotaur, a monstrous creature that demanded human sacrifices. Although the Mycenaean civilization eventually collapsed, the legacy of their presence on the Acropolis endured. The collapse of the Mycenaean world ushered in a period of instability and change across Greece. Yet from the ashes of this tumultuous era, a new Athens emerged, one that would forever alter the course of Western civilization. It was during these formative centuries, known as the Archaic period, that the seeds of Athenian democracy were sown. The Acropolis, though still primarily a religious sanctuary, began to take on a new significance as a symbol of Athenian identity and unity. It was here that citizens gathered for festivals, religious processions, and increasingly political assemblies. The open spaces within the Acropolis's walls, once used for military exercises, became venues for lively debates and the forging of a new political order. One of the most significant developments of this period was the establishment of the Areopagus, a council of elders that met on a rocky outcrop overlooking the Acropolis. This body, initially responsible for choosing the city's magistrates, gradually evolved into a court of law and a centre of political power. The 5th century BC marked a pivotal moment in Athenian history, the dawn of a golden age. Fresh from their victories against the Persian Empire, the Athenian people, under Pericles, embarked on an ambitious building program on the Acropolis. This was a bold statement of Athenian power and cultural supremacy. The centerpiece of this project was the Parthenon, a temple dedicated to Athena. The Parthenon, even in its present ruined state, remains a testament to the architectural genius of the ancient Greeks. Designed by Ictinus and Callicrates, this majestic temple was conceived as the pinnacle of the Doric order. Imagine standing before the Parthenon in its prime, its marble dazzling under the bright Athenian sun. The sheer scale of the structure would have been awe-inspiring, its columns soaring upwards like petrified trees. This was a carefully calculated symphony in stone, designed to inspire both awe and serenity. The approach to the Parthenon was as carefully orchestrated as the temple itself. Visitors, having ascended the sacred slopes of the Acropolis, would first encounter the Propylaea, a monumental gateway designed by the architect Mnesicles. This structure, built of gleaming Pentelic marble, marked the transition from the profane world to the sacred precinct of the Acropolis. Imagine passing through the Propylaea's towering Doric columns, their shadows falling across the marble pavement. The air would have been fragrant with incense, the sounds of the city fading behind you as you entered a realm of peace and serenity. To the north of the Parthenon stood another remarkable temple, the Erechtheion. This unique structure, dedicated to both Athena and Poseidon, was renowned for its asymmetrical plan and its exquisite Ionic columns. But perhaps the most striking feature of the Erechtheion was its Porch of the Maidens, where 6 draped female figures, known as caryatids, seemingly effortlessly supported the weight of the roof on their heads. The Acropolis, though dedicated primarily to Athena, was never solely hers. It was a place where the presence of the divine was palpable. Imagine the Acropolis as a vibrant stage where myths were enacted. Each temple, each altar, each sacred spring held a story. Zeus ruled from Mount Olympus, his thunderbolts a reminder of his power. Of all the gods who graced the Acropolis, none were more revered than Athena. Born fully grown from the head of Zeus, she embodied wisdom and strategic warfare. Imagine the awe-inspiring sight of the colossal statue of Athena Parthenos. Crafted from ivory and gold, this masterpiece depicted the goddess in all her glory. Athena's influence extended far beyond religion. She was the patroness of crafts, weaving, and justice. Athena chose Athens through wisdom, not brute force. The religious life of the Acropolis was a rich tapestry of rituals, festivals, and sacrifices, each one carefully orchestrated to honor the gods. These ceremonies were the heartbeat of Athenian society, moments when the entire city came together to reaffirm their shared identity. Imagine the Acropolis during the Panathenea, the grandest of all Athenian festivals held every 4 years in honor of Athena. The entire city would erupt in color and sound as a grand procession wound its way through the streets, culminating in a sacrifice of 100 oxen. Athletes competed, musicians played hymns, and citizens from all walks of life joined in the celebrations. But not all sacrifices were as grand or festive. Daily rituals involved the burning of offerings, the pouring of libations, and the chanting of prayers. These acts were imbued with a profound sense of piety, ensuring the gods' favor. The rise of Rome cast a long shadow over the Greek world. Athens, once the master of the Aegean, became a Roman province. The Acropolis, though still revered, felt the shift in power. Roman legions arrived, their eagle standards casting shadows. For Athenians, it was a bitter pill to swallow. Yet Romans admired Greek culture, art, and philosophy. They added architectural flourishes, integrating rather than transforming. The Acropolis symbolized Athens' integration into the Roman world. The Byzantine Transformation. The Roman Empire, vast and seemingly invincible, was not immune to the tides of history. A new power emerged in the east, the Byzantine Empire, with its capital in Constantinople, the ancient city of Byzantium. This Christian empire, heir to the Roman legacy, forever altered the Acropolis's religious landscape. Temples once dedicated to Olympian gods now echoed with Christian chants. The Parthenon was consecrated as a Christian church dedicated to the Virgin Mary, its interior adorned with Byzantine mosaics that shimmered in the candlelight. The Acropolis endured, its sacred character transformed but never extinguished. Section 3. Echoes of Faith, Whispers of Change. The Byzantine era was not a monolithic period of stasis for the Acropolis. It was a time of both continuity and change, marked by shifting political fortunes and religious fervor. Imagine the Acropolis, its marble weathered, bearing the scars of time. Christian worship sounds mingled with city noises, children's laughter, merchants' chatter, and monks' chants. The Acropolis, though no longer the religious center, held a special place in hearts. It was a place of pilgrimage, artistic inspiration, and a reminder of the city's past. A new force in the east would challenge Byzantine power, ushering in a new chapter. Section 1. A Renaissance of Discovery. The shadow of Ottoman rule over the Acropolis eventually gave way to a renewed interest in the cradle of Western civilization. In the 19th century, a spirit of rediscovery swept across Europe, fueled by a fascination with classical antiquity. The Acropolis became a focal point for this archaeological fervor. Early archaeologists, armed with shovels and brushes, unearthed treasures long hidden from view. Each discovery added a piece to the puzzle, reconstructing the story of the Acropolis. Their work laid the foundation for modern archaeological practices, ensuring the Acropolis's legacy continues to captivate and inspire. Archaeological work on the Acropolis is a delicate dance between discovery and preservation. It is a slow and meticulous endeavor, often requiring years of patient excavation. Yet, for those who dedicate their lives to this pursuit, the rewards are immeasurable. Imagine the thrill of unearthing a fragment of a sculpted frieze or piecing together a broken vase. Each discovery adds a brushstroke to the grand canvas of Acropolis's history. Modern tools like ground-penetrating radar reveal buried structures. Laser scanners create detailed 3D models, aiding preservation. It is a testament to our desire to understand our past and safeguard our shared heritage. The Acropolis, a symbol of strength, is a fragile legacy, vulnerable to time, pollution, and millions of visitors. Preserving it requires balancing conservation and public access. Protecting these structures from sunlight, winds, and rain is a challenge. Pollution scars the marble, slowly eroding its surface. Centuries and earthquakes have weakened the monuments, needing constant reinforcement. The Greek government and international teams work tirelessly to preserve the Acropolis. Their efforts include restoring sculptures, cleaning marble, and sustainable tourism. The Acropolis is a living presence requiring our care and attention. As the sun rises over the Aegean, casting its golden light upon the ancient stones of the Acropolis, we are reminded that some journeys transcend time. The Acropolis stands as a testament to the enduring human spirit, our capacity for innovation, and our need to connect with something larger than ourselves. It is a legacy forged not just in marble and stone, but in ideas and aspirations. The Acropolis, even in its ruined state, remains a place of pilgrimage, a beacon that draws visitors from every corner of the globe. It is a living testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. The Acropolis, a symbol of Athenian power, also embodies a profound ideal democracy. Here, citizens debated and shaped their destiny. The Pnyx crackled with the energy of ancient debates. Ordinary citizens had the right to speak, challenge leaders, and participate in governance. This radical experiment in self-governance became a model for democracies. The influence of the Acropolis extends far beyond Greece. Its architectural vocabulary and sculptural ideals have permeated Western art and thought for centuries. From the Roman Empire to the present day, the Acropolis has been an inexhaustible source of inspiration. Imagine the impact of rediscovering classical antiquity during the Renaissance. The Acropolis became a model for a new aesthetic, emphasizing clarity, order, and ideal beauty. This fascination continued, influencing grand public buildings and private residences. The United States embraced the symbolism of the Acropolis, incorporating its elements into its capital city. The Acropolis, in its timeless beauty and democratic ideals, is a symbol of our shared cultural heritage. As we bid farewell to the Acropolis, its image etched forever in our memories, we carry the stories, the lessons, and the enduring spirit of this remarkable place. The Acropolis speaks to our capacity for wonder and our desire to leave a mark on the world. It is a legacy that belongs to all of us, a shared inheritance connecting us across time and cultures. As we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, let us draw inspiration from the Acropolis. Remember the power of human ingenuity and the enduring allure of striving for excellence.